everyone, Tim Schofield here, and I literally just walked in the door, just got back from New York checking out Motorola's latest foldable phone, their new Razr Plus. There are two variants, a Razr and Razr Plus. In this video, I'm focusing on the Razr Plus. That does launch first on June 16th for $999. Motorola has really changed up the design of this foldable phone in comparison to previous models, including the thinnest foldable on the market, plus the largest outer display you can get on a flip foldable phone. I'm excited to share my thoughts and opinions after getting some hands-on with this new phone, especially with that large front screen. It makes it very usable without having to flip open the phone if you don't want to. Anyways, let's dive right into it. Hands-on with the brand new Razr Plus from Motorola. To begin, let's talk about that new design that Motorola went with. It is a gapless hinge. So when it is closed, you cannot see through it. It sits seamlessly on top of each other. And that hinge does feel very premium. Motorola said that it has tested it up to 400,000 folds, which is quite a lot. And you can also hold the hinge at different angles and it will stay. So if you'd like to set it down to take a picture of yourself, that will work just fine. You do get three color options, Infinite Black and Glacier Blue, but also they've continued their partnership with Pantone with the color of the year Viva Magenta in a vegan leather design, which adds a little extra grip. It's a little bit easier to hold the Viva Magenta with that vegan leather. You have a large outside display and a very tall inside display. That inside display does have a little bit of a crease. It's not crazy noticeable. The light does have to hit it a certain way. Around the outside, you have three different microphones, which is helpful when you're on a call and it's closed and you might be covering up one of the microphones. You also have a dual camera setup, 12 megapixel main wide angle lens and a 13 megapixel ultra wide angle lens that also serves as the macro lens. And speaking of that inside display, it's a 22:9 aspect ratio, so fairly tall. It's a 6.9 inch display at up to 165 hertz. Interestingly enough, you have to choose between automatic or 60 hertz. And this is an LTPO display, so it will go between 1 hertz and 165 hertz. On top of that, it's a POLED display. You have that on the inside and outside screens. With the outside display, it's a 3.6 inch display that pretty much allows you to use your phone as a regular phone. As opposed to 165 hertz, the outside display goes up to 144 hertz, so still looks really smooth. The animations look really nice. That outside screen offers a lot of different customizations. There's a bunch of different clocks you can choose from. There's different wallpapers. And to start, you see a group of different panels. You can quickly jump to them with those shortcut buttons, or you can swipe through them. You can customize these different panels. You have ones like Spotify, games. You have all of your apps, which you can go through and check specific ones that you want to show up on that page. So yes, you can take full advantage of your apps on that outer display, including apps like YouTube. You can watch videos on that outer screen if you'd like to. On top of that, when you are inputting anywhere in any app, it does pop up a full-size keyboard for you to type on. It's actually incredible so that you don't even have to flip open the phone to type on it. That's something I really love. You can also pull down from the top of the screen like you would on the inside, and you get your brightness, your quick shortcuts, your music controls, your notifications. So yes, your notifications do show up. You can also get to your recent apps to quick swap between them. And the external display has its own separate settings where you can truly customize it. Again, with the lock screen, home screen wallpapers, all the different panels that you can move around left and right. You have display and font size and app settings. App settings is a key one. So you can choose on a per app basis which apps you'd like to continue after having it on the open screen. When you close it, if you want it to show up automatically on that front screen, you can have it pop up a little button to show up on the screen or not at all. Again, this is a per app thing. So for example, opening Chrome, you'll see closed the phone and a little icon showed up. You have about 5 seconds before it goes away and locks the device to tap on it and continue to use that app on the outer display. Apps like the camera, you might want to just have auto open, where if I'm in the camera app and I close it, I'm obviously trying to use those lenses and be able to see myself in that screen. And that screen doesn't just work when it's closed. Even when it's open, you can turn on the external display so whoever you're taking a picture of can see themselves even on a bigger screen. Makes it more and more useful. And one of the best things about having a flip phone is being able to close the phone and disconnect a call. Now, I'm just kidding. Maybe not the best, but a cool one. And you can customize that. You can actually have it when you close it, it will continue the call. So that's an option for you. On the outside screen, there's a dedicated Spotify panel to control your music, but even games that you can open up. There's a fun marble game that uses the gyroscope within the phone that you can turn the phone and get that little marble to the end of the maze. It's actually kind of addicting. Also, you might be asking, with the camera lenses being sort of a cutout of that screen, you might say, hey, what if there's a button there? What if it's in the way of the content? You can press and hold on the gesture area at the bottom, or if you use the buttons, you can press the recent app button, and that will actually kind of resize the app so that it shows a bit of a black bar where that camera is, so you can extend it or contract those apps at will. And not only when you have apps on the inside screen, you can open them on the outside screen. It goes both ways. So if you have an app open on that outside display, you flip open your phone, it's ready to go on the inside display. And again, if you have it on the per app basis, you can close the phone and continue to use the app back and forth. It's pretty seamless. And also want to make note, in that power button, there's an embedded fingerprint scanner, so it's pretty easy to just unlock your phone with that to start using your phone. A few quick specs. You got the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 processor. I was hoping to see the Gen 2, but that would raise the cost of this device. You have 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, and an IP52 rating for that dust and water resistance, whereas some other folding phones, you get IP68 dust and water resistance, so I would have liked to have seen that. And just like Motorola's new Edge Plus that I just posted a video on, I can link to it down in the description below, it does have Horizon Lock built into the video program, so it will completely keep the horizon level no matter how much you're shaking the camera. And also, Motorola has a pretty stock Android experience overall, but they do add features and gestures that are very useful to the OS overall. Anyways, I'm pretty excited about this device. It was a lot of fun to use. Motorola has made some really great additions. I love having a larger screen on the outside. Being able to just use it as a phone is a game changer for these flip phones. But with that being said, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Be sure to subscribe. More content to come on the Razr Plus as well. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.